Already trustworthy in the ring, prepared for war, prepared for what could possibly be the match of the night, or the tag team match of the night. This should be awesome, fans. I'm looking forward to this. The Fantastic Youngkins have held those tag team titles on numerous occasions. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if they defeat the Daddies of Wrestling. And I can't believe I'm saying this. The Daddies of Wrestling. I prefer the Granddaddies of Wrestling, to be honest with you. But here we go, fans. The Fantastic Youngkins, the Daddies of Wrestling, the semifinals of the Grand Tag Team Tournament. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The 2017 FPW Tornado Tag Team Grand Tournament. Wow. That is a mouthful. But every word matters. Every word of that phrase, out of that statement, that title means something. We're down to 4 more teams of all the teams that have been there. I'm talking about that British Invasion, the Prep Boys, Fortune Enterprise, the Super Squad, the Lethal Enforcers, the NES Club, all of these people, all these teams. And the 4 teams remaining, the Granddaddies of Wrestling, or the Daddies of Wrestling, the Fantastic Youngkins, the NES Club, and I forgot what other team is left. Shit, I had it in my head, folks. I swear to God. Oh yeah, the Supreme Team, King Cairo and Sabine Navarra. That is to come next month at Supercard 16, I think it is. I cannot be 100% sure. It might be 17 for all we know. It's Supercard 16, if I can remember correctly. Supercard 16, Sweet 16. Shit, I should call it that. I don't know. It's the 16th edition of Supercard. We've been doing this since 2008. It was initially a No Mercy pay-per-view, turned into FPW over time, and now it's become its own identity. It's become its own thing. So we're having some contests. We also have that 6-man tag team match inside Hell in the Cell. How is that gonna work? How is it gonna work, you might ask yourself? Well, shit. Maybe we won't have a 6-person tag team or a 6-man. Maybe we'll have an official duo, because right now we don't have anybody. I think it's best that we have Jubei Hitachi and Black Ninja against Sergio Menendez and the new Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Lucha Estrella. This Team Japan, Team Mexico battle must be done and over with. There has to be a conclusion, which is the better team. Not the better nation, but the better team. That's going to happen, fans. Next month at Supercard, I'm looking forward to it. We're also going to have a new #1 contender for the Universal Championship. That's coming up next, as a matter of fact. We've got Little Mac. We've got Jubei Hitachi. We got Master Ken and Armand Hammer. My God, what is going on in his mind? What's going on through his side of things? The fact that he has missed out on the entire summer, now that he is back, all leads up to that very moment. And the best thing of all is that in the Gauntlet for the Gold for the FPW Gauntlet title belt, with the new rules established by the Board of Directors, none other but than the Board of Directors. Okay, Board of Directors. Is that much more clear for you guys? Sorry. The gauntlet matches are now last man standing matches, which essentially passes off as a four-corner massacre match or just a plain last man standing match. That's a new feature because I don't think countouts or disqualifications should be permitted. This is a gauntlet. This is to test one's limit. How much can they go through? And of course, the last person remaining, the last man standing, will become Gauntlet Champion and the runner-up for the Universal title, which, by the way, I can honestly say that it will be Captain Obvious versus one of those four. I can guarantee. Because Captain Obvious deserves it. He worked damn hard, man. Oh my goodness. Decay Wyatt now busted wide open. Things are getting really serious now for these two teams. And note, this is also a false count anywhere match. Because all four of these superstars are directly from the No Mercy brand. Oh my. Super kick. Super kick. Oh, come on. What a buzzkill. Decay Wyatt, who was literally on Dream Street, managed to shake off the cobwebs and just sweeped a super kick away. That's why sometimes the sweet chin music is such a pointless move, especially when it comes to a multiple person match like this. I think it's only good for showcase matches, like a one-on-one confrontation, not a multiple person match. But Vicious Jeremy, the main man, the boss, the current co-holder of the Tornado Tag Team titles, Vicious Jeremy has been away for some time. He did state that he wanted to retire as a singles competitor, to remain only as a tag team superstar. Well, what if, by blood, sweat, and tears in December, what if the Soup and Sandwich team lose? Does that mean that Vicious Jeremy will no longer compete for Fantasy Pro Wrestling? I mean, he is the creator of all of this. I mean, he's the reason why we have our cameras set up, why we have all the equipment, why we have all the staff, the concession stands, all the posters, the media like Facebook, the Video Game Wrestling Network. I mean, sure, he can do the backstage stuff for sure, but he is the leader. Without having Vicious Jeremy competing, it's not the same, man. It's just not the same. It was like the first time I noticed that Hulk Hogan wasn't wrestling anymore. I mean, he was the guy that pretty much made professional wrestling what it is today. You know, now that we have also The Undertaker, quote unquote, retiring or retired, same thing. It's weird. Or John Cena, quote unquote, retiring or leaving. It makes wrestling strange. Not just the WWE strange, I'm talking about the way you view it. Well, Vicious Jeremy was like a Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker, a John Cena. He made FPW in this case scenario. And I know he still got it. I know he is able to perform. We've seen what he can do. Whether it was bad luck or he just had a bad day. I know he didn't have a great summer. That could possibly be the reason why. But it's not summer anymore. I mean, it's practically winter out there. It's cold out there. So maybe things will change in time, but I would love to see Vicious Jeremy get on the crack and get things going on again. Well, meanwhile, the daddies of wrestling, Fantastic Youngkins, in the continuation of our tournament.